Hey everyone, Draco Magnius here for another episode of Nier Weapon Stories. This time we're going to be covering the Axe of Beheading, or as it was known in only Drakengard, Love Keeper. The card is, as usual, up in the upper right corner, but without further ado, it's summoning time! There was a ceremony where fairies gather. It took place on the 10th night of the full moon of the year. They gathered upon the bank of a lake beautifully lit by moonlight, and bragged to each other of their vile acts of the past year. One fairy bragged about how cruelly she killed a stubborn man. The best soldiers of a certain country had their bodies pulled apart by the fairy disguised as a prostitute. The fairy talked at length about how the men shed tears of regret without being able to put their sword skills to use, and her companions all sang cheerily. The next fairy boasted of how sly and cunning she was. She first sunk a small boy in a swamp. His sister, who tried to save him, was sunk in the swamp as well. Just like that, his siblings, parents, relations, and even all of the villagers sank into the swamp. The fairy recalled that scene, and she smiled while drooling. The smallest fairy spoke up hesitantly. I think I'm the most amazing here. The small fairy was usually made fun of, and it took all of her strength just to talk. I pushed many life forms into the depths of terror. The surrounding fairies clutched their bellies and laughed. They only stopped laughing after ugly monsters came out from the pathway to the demonic realm that the small fairy had opened and ate all of them.